Would you recommend running a card store?
It was an uphill battle. You're gonna be struggling and hard. It is one of the prime targets for robbery. They were grabbing cases of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I might have made this sound grim, but you have to be prepared for a storm.
More than ever, people are wanting to start their own card stores, but running one presents a few more challenges than expected. Meet Nathan, the owner of Cloud Collectibles in Dallas, Texas. I decided to stop by his store to see what running a card store is really like.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for letting me come here today to check out the store. You've recently expanded, right?
Yes, within the past 6 months we've expanded.
I'd love to kind of just get a tour of your store and then kind of get into things, and maybe even if you let us open up a little something. What do we got? What do we got? Oh my gosh, that's the full art. What do you got with this massive display right here?
This wall is our sealed products. We try to give a good variety of different games for people.
So you don't have just Pokemon, you have Dragon Ball, Star Wars, even a little sports as well.
Yep, Weiss is another big one that we do here. We have Magic, Final Fantasy. I mean, we try to keep a good variety here.
And do you see a lot of people coming in for that different variety, or do you as a store mainly try to focus on TCG like Pokemon or Lorcana?
You know, we try to give every game a fair chance, but Pokemon does outpace almost every other game. One Piece, you know, is actually doing very well too right now.
Oh, that's incredible. And you have different types of tournaments over there in the tournament area?
Yes.
Like pre-releases and stuff?
Yes, we do a lot of pre-releases. We host, I think, currently 5-6 different games. Pokemon is actually one of our smallest tournaments, so which is weird.
So for actually playing wise, Pokemon is your smallest.
Yes.
But for coming in and buying an Evolving Skies pack, that's like your biggest crowd?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So Pokemon's your first biggest game. What's your second biggest game?
One Piece.
Is One Piece.
Yep.
Okay. Very nice.
The third would be Lorcana. I think the fourth would be Weiss.
All right. What do you got going on in these glass cases over here?
So in the front here, we keep all of our slabs, the big variety of classic Japanese. We mainly try to keep the three big, graders, CGC, PSA, Beckett. The biggest reason why we opened Cloud Collectibles, I think some of the stores got too comfortable, so they were just overcharging the community. So for example, there's boxes that you could buy for like $200-$300. They'll charge $800-$900. When I was returning to collect Pokemon, I actually went to one of those stores, and I didn't know anything at the time. And then after some time and research after I bought it, I realized I was down, and I was like, that's not cool. Let's create a place where people feel safe when you're new.
That's great.
There's a lot of stuff even in my store that might be a little bit overpriced, but it's more because there's a lot of Pokemon products you can't buy from distribution anymore. So we have to actually buy that from other customers and other people at a certain price. So we have to mark it up just to keep the doors open a little bit. Yeah, and we try to make it as family fun as possible here. So the people who come here, they become our friends. So most of our employees actually were originally customers. I came here as a business partner with Bill, but now we have like 20, 30 friends that come here and just hang out with us on a daily. They don't have to buy anything, they just come and hang out like from morning to night.
And that's kind of like what you want to see with your local card stores. You want that casual, fun feeling to come anytime during the day, to hang out with your friends, open up some cards. I would be personally tempted myself if I was just sitting there to walk over and be like, yeah, I want a 151 pack right now to open. But I like that vibe because I think that really is what the communities want and need, is a safe, fun place to come and buy cards and hang with other passionate people. Let's take just a closer look at some of these. Like, look at that Lily down right over here. That's a PSA 10 Lily full art trainer.
To be honest, this is one of the first cards that I bought. It's actually one of my personal cards that I left out here.
That's incredible. What are some of your other favorite cards that you have displayed?
The first one would be probably this gold 10 Charizard. Most people don't know that, during the celebration print, this was very hard to grade. It was very hard to even get a 10 out of it. So the difference between a raw and a 10 is like $1,000.
Really? And that's a CGC Gemmin 10. Yeah, those metal cards always would flake in the grading process, so that's a very, very special card to get in such a score.
And Beckett refuses to grade that now, I think.
Oh, Beckett doesn't even grade those anymore? Oh, okay.
Because I think it was being chipped during the process, and then people were getting mad at them, so they're like, you know what, we're not taking this.
We're not dealing with that anymore. What else you got? Looks like you got a Shadowless Charizard, World Championship cards.
This was a big one right here.
Is that a Gold Star Umbreon?
Yes, it is. At a BGS 9.
Wow, so there we go, folks. That's like one of the original Umbreons that you want to go after, but that thing's only in those Pop Series 5 packs.
In English, they never had a holo version. In the Japanese, they had a holo version of that.
Of the Umbreon card?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't really know that. Pretty cool. Taking a look at some of these items right here. You got some sealed product over here, Cosmic Eclipse, Unbroken Bonds. I'm a big Gundam fan myself, so it's cool to see some of the model. Is there a specific type of aesthetic that you tried going with for this store when you started creating it?
Yeah, we tried to go for, we wanted to be wide open. We wanted to try to keep it as clean as possible.
What is this whole area right here with the glass display cases?
This is all of our raw singles. We got Yu-Gi-Oh right here, One Piece over here. This is our vintage Pokemon case. We have 2 cases full of it. And then over here we keep our modern, 3 cases of modern, and then we got 1 case of Japanese.
Yeah, this is a dream come true for myself, just learning to play the game and stuff, to instantly be greeted by all of the singles of cards here, especially right over here. I'm eyeing this specific nest ball card over here. We'll have to see if we can come up with a good deal a bit later on for that, because I'll put that in my deck that I play with. But very cool area. I love the aesthetic, just bright, open concept of what you were saying when you started the store.
All of these shelves, we actually designed it ourselves in-house. We try to match it to our aesthetic here.
And I think that's just what makes a bit more personality when it comes to the store. These are your full art trainers.
Yes.
Oh, so this is probably one of your more popular ones right now. I can see it.
Yes.
It's already been kind of rated by some people. And then yeah, down here as well. Looks like you got a Charizard right here. It's just always beautiful. There you got some Pidgeots down there. I always just love checking out the singles, especially the secret rares. Look at all these rare candies over here.
If you look at the prices, they're all 10 and above. But we actually have binders that is for much lower and cheaper cards, from $1 all the way up to $10. So we don't keep that in a case. So we always have binders. Customers can always come, open, go through.
So this says Pokemon Vintage right here, or Pokemon EX GX. Can I take it out?
Yeah, definitely. So here's a trainer gallery, and there's a playable.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Oh, let's check out. Oh, this is great. This is so just convenient. So if you're wanting to play, man, before I get to this binder, this is very convenient. I love that this is like that. Full art trainer binder.
And we're always filling this up every single day.
Oh yeah, there's that Briar card, which I just added to my deck. What do you got in this case?
Upcoming games, Soul Masters. I want to help them grow. We put toys in here.
I like these. It looks like 3D printed figures of the muscle Pokemon in there. And then this looks like some more Ys. Got a whole section of Lurkana. You have a fairly good fan base. So.
Yeah, actually our Lurkana tournament base is actually pretty big. We can pull anywhere between 30 to 70 people sometimes.
Really?
So, yeah.
How many people do you think you can fit in here?
Here specifically is around 70 people. And then if we need more space, we go next door and ask them if we can use their tables too. And they're really good people too, yeah. They're a boba shop actually.
It looks like you got sleeves and accessories.
Yep.
On this side between Dragon Shield, Graded Guard, One Piece sleeves.
These are some Japanese imported sleeves. We have play mats of all different sorts.
I like that. I need to get that for Halloween.
Deck boxes, carry cases, and we have a lot of bulk too for people who like to finish master sets.
All right, I saw this from the distance. What do you got going on with this case?
So we tried to help out some of our community members, the ones that are very nice and they care about the community. We let them use our display cases and consign.
Is this also kind of consignments as well with these cards?
We have extra space, and if someone wants to consign something, we'll make a little deal and we'll help them push it.
That's really nice of y'all to do that. Well, I see you got an empty space right there. Maybe I can, I put like a special Leonhart card there or something like that, and a little display sign that says Leonhart card, and somebody can come and buy it. I'm just joking, but.
Your fans would probably love that, actually.
Yeah, maybe. That got me thinking. I was kind of seeing what looks like your logo in this room.
Yes.
What do you got going on in this secret room over here?
So we recently just added a streaming room.
Oh, nice.
Making videos.
Wow, look at that. You got some binders over here. You got the all-important bathroom, which is very nice.
You know, we try to keep the store as clean as possible. I mean, we spend a lot of time cleaning. I feel more of a janitor than an owner. But I mean, it's fun. I mean,
that's great with the amount of people. I mean, no offense, but stores are notorious for it can get pretty.
I love cleaning though, so it's not a bad thing. We actually do a lot of charities here too. We take a lot of these bulk cards that we have too much of. We give it to the hospitals. We give it to schools. We create decks for people, and we just send it off. We don't put our name on anything. We just send it off to them.
Oh, that's really nice. That's really kind of y'all to do that.
I also sat down with Nathan to ask about the reality of being a card store owner.
What are some common misconceptions when it comes to running a card store? There's a game called TCG Simulator right now, which is very popular. I'm gonna guess it's not as easy as running a store like that online, right?
No, it's not as easy. Spend most of your time sitting here pricing cards. We price all the cards once, and then we're at mercy to the market. You could come here and see a card that I priced for 25 bucks. Mm-hmm. Well, in a week from now or a month from now, that card could have dropped down to.
I mean, the prices change every day.
Yes.
So you're saying that you would have to basically come out here. It's not like an online store where you just can update it just like that. Yeah, they get out here and manually do it for the hundreds of cards that you have out there.
Yep. Like I said, we price out stuff once. And then when people come, we kind of hope that they go to the Rare Candy app and you could get the most current pricing. And we price match it all. We just don't have the manpower to go through hundreds of we literally go through hundreds of thousands of cards in a month.
Have you ever had a moment while running this shop that you thought, oh my gosh, I don't know if we're gonna make it?
Yes, it was consistent through the first year and couple months. My business partner and I, we were just dumping our personal money into it. We actually did not take any profits from this store till this Christmas. We realized that all the money needs to go back to catching up and feeding the card store.
What's been the most unexpected thing?
I have other businesses. When you buy products, you know, let's say I sell 3 Dr. Peppers. I'll go out and buy 4 Dr. Peppers and bring it back to the store. Here at this retail store, you sell that 3 Dr. Pepper and you can't buy anymore. It's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the most unexpected. So to keep products in the store for customers to come even to buy, that's also, you know, that was the most unexpected, where you're always struggling to look for more products. Like, we gotta find something for our customers. We don't wanna look like we're going out of business here, guys.
Question, would you recommend running a card store?
The card store was much different than what I thought it was gonna be.
How so?
So when you first have a bunch of cards, you're like, oh, I'm gonna run a card store. And I have $50,000 in my pocket or $100,000 in my pocket. I'm gonna go rent a space and I'm gonna go sell Pokémon cards. That's a great idea until you realize that once you sell out of your original cards, there's no other ways to get it back except pretty much buying it again at market price or higher, as Pokemon always goes up. Mm-hmm. And the thought of having $100,000 in your pocket for inventory, now you've got yourself in a rent, you got yourself in electricity, you got yourself in much more than you're actually thinking.
And security as well, too.
Yep. You're gonna put a lot more money than you think. And you need if you want to be successful, you want 10 to 20 times more money than what I just did for you to compete and do well. So for people who are trying to open up a card store, I do suggest starting with the online. Mm-hmm. Once you do very well with online, then think about getting into the store. Do not start that process with getting a store. I did that mistakenly and it set me back a while to catch up.
Really?
Yeah, it was a struggle. It was an uphill battle, you know what I mean?
What's been like the biggest struggle for you as a card store?
Biggest struggle for me is scaling is our biggest problem. To get to a certain number where you could hold on to enough cases for 3 months it might be like 50 to 100 cases. And if you're a brand new shop, you're starting with 2 cases and you're supposed to have that 2 case last you 3 months till the next drop, you're gonna be struggling and hard.
How does allocations exactly work for local card stores?
When you're a new store, the maximum they'll give you is 1 or 2 cases. After that, the next set, they'll give you 3 or 4 cases. Or the next set after that, they'll give you 4 or 5. But if it's a good set, everyone is cut back down to 4 cases. So at opening a card store, the biggest struggle is to even get products for your store. So you end up buying from the secondary market. People who go to Target, people go Walmart, they'll come and they'll resell it back to us. And then we have to try to make a little bit of money, so we have to slap a little tax on top of that.
Card stores are essentially at the mercy of the distributors?
That is for sure. And I mean, I love my distributors. They treat me very well, but also having a distribution, they ask you nicely to buy sets that don't sell. And in order for you to get the set that, you know, you want, it also dictates that you buy these sets that doesn't sell. So let's say set A is doing well, I buy 10 cases, but set B is not doing well. They say if you keep your allocation at 10 cases, then next time we'll move up your allocation. But if you drop this allocation down to 1, 2 cases, your next allocation will drop down to maybe 3, 4.
Oh man, that doesn't sound as nice as I'd like, right?
Yeah, it's not nice, but I mean, they're running a business too.
How many hours a day, how many hours a week, you know, and especially since the beginning, have you been devoting to this store, to this baby of yours? And has that affected, you know, family life at all?
When we first opened the store, we were open from 10 to 8, and that's about 10 hours a day just being open. We always come in about half an hour earlier to an hour earlier to clean, prep the store for opening. And then afterwards, if we're running tournaments, 8 o'clock can actually go to midnight, 1 in the morning. So there's days we can spend from 12 to 16 hours.
So you're potentially working a 16-hour day?
Yes, and then afterwards, we only close 1 day a week. So I mean, if you do that math, you're running 90 to 100 hours a week. 90
to 100 hours a week?
Yes. Does it affect family life? Yes, it definitely does. You know, when you have your wife and your kids and you're dedicated to the store to, you know, for survivability, of course. But, you know, luckily my house is not too far from my store, so my wife and kids were coming to the store with me, you know, so it was much easier.
Oh, that's great. What do you sacrifice when running a card store?
I might make this sound grim. I love my job. I love the card store, but I think this goes for every business anyone opens up. You're gonna sacrifice a lot of your time and a lot of your money. Businesses are not guaranteed money. You have to know how to save money. You know what I mean? You have to be prepared for a storm. You have to be good with your social skills. You can't get mad at people. You have to love people, like I said.
So relationships are very important.
Yes.
Whether it comes to the people in the community that visit your shop, to reaching out across the world for getting product, for establishing new relationships.
Yes.
I also couldn't help but notice how much security Cloud had for their store.
So tell me why a card store needs Fort Knox type of security like this.
Yeah, so it is one of the prime targets for robbery. On the first year we opened, we got broken into. Ever since then, I realized that we need all the security we could get. So this store is pretty much like a jewelry store. So it's protected like one. We have all sorts of securities from back to front, to the point where we actually have to secure the suite right next to us too.
Yeah.
They'll come in from that side too. They do it with speed. So they target the highest dollar section, usually cases. They'll break every case and then they'll grab everything in it. They'll try to do it within 10 minutes and they're gone. They were grabbing cases of stuff.
Oh my gosh. So we're talking like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of product gone?
Yeah, overnight once, but people try to do grab and runs, which is a lot.
What's a grab and run?
So they'll come in and like, oh, let me see this expensive card. Usually we're pretty quick on that. We get a sense of it. We use a mag lock. So if you come in and you know, holding a bunch of my cards, what I do is I press a button, the mag lock.
So like the front door automatically locks?
all my doors locked. Well, they run. They're not gonna slip out because, you know, when they're holding a couple $1,000s in their hands, we're watching. It's more of them, oh, I'll take this to the register, not.
Oh,
So
wow.
they run, you know, the mag lock hits and they're just like, like, just put it down, you can leave.
Wow. What sort of measures have you had to take since you have been robbed?
We fortified our walls. We had to put a security system to the suite next to us. So we've actually created alarm systems for our neighbors too. We've installed cameras, we've installed these shutters, mag locks, like I said.
But it's not all gloom and doom. This man also loves collecting cards, and he created a place for others who love the hobby as well.
Is there any just one particular moment that really just clings to you?
The biggest thing is that I like to teach people, and there's a lot of young ones that come in here and they want to learn more about the Pokemon. I love, you know, that's the biggest thing that I actually enjoy, teaching the younger generations, you know, the games that we like, kind of passing it on and our passion for the game. A lot of parents come in here with their children and they're like, hey, we don't know what we're doing. It's like, we got you, come over here. We got, you know, we'll show you the best things to get.
And of course, I couldn't leave without opening some Pokemon cards.
What we got?
We got tons of options.
I have been eyeing the 151, so I will say, if you have 151 for us to open, I still haven't pulled the Charizard.
Yep, let's do it. We'll
right.
keep opening till we get it.
All right, let's do it. Well, we're gonna have a little pack battle and see who can get the best pulls today.
Let's do 4 Evolving Skies too.
Oh, look at that, a little high roll over here. All right, should we get into the first pack? I think I got something.
Yep.
I do, a Tangela. All right, so there's one hit for myself. Your pack, what you got? Ooh, you got the energy though.
Fire energy.
All right, so you got the fire energy. All right, next up, looking for the Charizard. I got a Mew.
I got another holo.
Ooh, I've got 2 hits so far. It's not looking good. Watch you open up the Evolving Skies and get like the Umbreon or something. That would be just insane. Oh, wait, but I did get an energy. I got an energy now. What do you got? You finally actually gonna get something? You are, Mr. Mime and another Mr. Mime.
I got a double Mr. Mime.
You got a double Mr. Mime, so let's just go with that. So far, I think I'm definitely still in the lead. My pack time, man. Hey, this is your chance. And you get...
Nah, I'm a champ.
Hey, Psychic Energy, that's my favorite. You're getting all the energies over here. Let's see what I can do in this one. And another chance.
Got me sweating here.
Oh,
I see something.
What do we got? What do we got?
Let's go.
Oh my gosh, that's the full art.
Yep, full art.
That may take it right there, my goodness. So I'm gonna use the Rare Candy app right now just to scan how much the Zapdos is worth. $13. I think that's probably winning right now. I'm gonna need Psychic Energy, but you already have a Psychic Energy.
Nope, Vaporeon.
I think you win. We do need to open these Evolving Skies though. Rayquaza, any alt art, nothing like this pack.
I see something.
Oh, there is. Wow, a Glaceon. No. My gosh. You're gonna win this one, Nathan?
I hope you win this one and pull the Umbreon.
That would be magical. That would be absolutely magical. Let's see, I'm gonna need, I get a Dialga. All right, just lay it on me. There's something, it's dark. No way! I mean, he does have home store advantage, come on. All right, scan both. What have been some of your favorite moments running a card shop?
A lot of my customers are now some of my closest friends. They come to the store, they hang out with us. We actually now go eat together, we play games together. They come to the store and they see us busy, they'll hop in, they'll help. Running the store, you will find a lot of great personalities out there.